G'day, not a really nice spring day for us to be flying. A little bit of a breeze coming from that direction. Not a lot to stop you from flying, but just enough to make it non-perfect. So what we're flying today is a 400 series. This is a homemade frame of mine. It's about 3-4 years old. It's affectionately known as J9, and it's just some 16mm tubing with one of these cross pieces from Bunnings that I've slit, drilled, bolted together, put a standoff on, got a base plate off a 550 I think it is, quadcopter, one of the old ones, and put the camera on there. And we're flying a Flip 32 F3 board, which has got on-screen display, battery sensor, it's got barometer, and it's got 4 UARTs, so you can plug in Bluetooth and GPS, and we'll do the iNav stuff on this eventually. We're running 30 amp ESCs from Ready to Fly quads. They're really nice, and we're running these RCX 2208 2000 kV motors with a 7-inch HQ prop, the D4R, just for good luck, and a stroll down memory lane. And we've got the all-in-one FPV transmitter, 200 milliwatt, running through, which actually supplies the 5-volt power to your camera. The harness comes off it's my own homemade harness. Look at that, that's probably 5 or 6 year old, and it's got the old bullet connectors on it. That's got a separate lead that comes out of here, and it goes in and splits up the loom, and it runs your voltage sensor for your on-screen display, tell you what volts you got left. And it comes around here, goes through another little Ready to Fly quads 4S to 5-volt converter that powers the flight control board, and it also comes straight out of here and powers up the FPV gear. On the top there, just a standard little round fiberglass cover on the top, and one of my GoPro session mounts, and Rotor Geek, which I really like Rotor Geek stuff, on the top there. So it's kind of old school, and it's got the 2 old Turnigy Velcro straps on it for hold the battery on the bottom there. The other thing we're flying, and as I can't pronounce this, but I'll put a link in the description, this is going to be my first top mounted battery quad. So what it is it's a 7-inch quad, and it's sort of your stretched X pattern. And the beauty of this is it's got, I don't know whether you can see it in there, it's got these little nutserts. Now what a nutsert is a nut that presses into the hole, and it's a light press fit, and yeah, you just screw that in. So technically you can undo all these screws, replace the arms, and put it back on there, so without pulling everything apart. Pretty ingenious. So you can buy extra arms for it. What I did is I bought this as a 7-inch kit. I think it was about 50 bucks. And what I did, I bought some extra arms, so I got the longer arms. These are the 7-inch, I bought the 8-inch arms. So it makes it quite a big quad when you have a look at it. It'd be nearly the size of the 400 there. So if we sort of look at the wheelbase of that, it would make it a really nearly, that's a good one. It would make it nearly a 400mm frame to fly 8-inch props. This one here you can fly 7-inch props. We're only doing the 6-inch. We're running the Matek. This is all the running gear out of my own frame. So I took my frame apart to put it all on, all the running gear in here. So it's the Matek F405 flight control board, which takes 6S, and we're running the Speedix 30 amp high voltage ESCs, and the FPV 2550 kV motors with the 6-inch props. Only going to run this on 5S. We've got the TSB micro with the T antenna on it. We've got, I really like these. These are on special. I mean, I get most of my gear from Phaser FPV down at Gosford now, and these were on special for 25 bucks. They're 25, 200 and a 600 milliamp 40 channel 5.8 gigahertz transmitter, and it's got a little screen on it there where you can program all your channels and see excuse me, actually see what channel you're on, and then you turn it on and off. so it won't go unless you actually turn it on, and then when you finish you just turn it off, and that button actually changes the power setting for you. So yeah, straight into there, 5-volt camera, really nice little frame, and that's what we're going to be flying as well. That's a maiden, and this here is this here is my ZMR that we've had in a couple of vids. Really like these props. This thing absolutely screams on 4, 5 and 6S, and it's really light. It's running the 2700 kV motors and all the same. There it is, there you go, look at that. There's the 3 Musketeers. So you've got your channel, so you've got all your channels up here, and your channel number, and all your bands and your channel number, and then you've got your power setting here and on and off, and that's running the same, the Speedix 30 amp ESCs and the crossfire system. I've had this out probably well over to those trees over there, which is around about 1 kilometre from here, and had sort of 75 to 80 dB still, so not really game. I'm not one of those ones that really wants to fly, you know, to that crane in the distance, which is near my house, which is about 3 k's. Something happens, it's a long walk and you'll never find it. I just like purely having saturated areas, so you know you can go as far as you want to go with your limits here and know that you're not going to drop out of range. And I have had quite a few dropouts, you know, over the back of that shed, really over here, and there's a real dead spot just here in the corner. Like flying around that tree, and like flying over near these trees and up near the road, so, and over there. So as far as where that truck is and the river, that's a good 700 meters from here. So yeah, sit here, you can go 1 kilometre, 700 meters, 400 meters to the end, 400 meters to the tree, 500 to the end of the runway here. What more could you want? So we'll shut up and we'll take it for a run, and we'll see how we go with the maidens, eh?